Good afternoon. My name is Nicolas Boissez. I am Head of Communication and External Relations at Fondation Hirondelle, and I'm very proud and happy to have with us today Ms. Margot Wallström. Ms. Wallström is the chair of the advisory panel for the project Environment of Peace initiative. Ms. Wallström is the former Swedish Minister for Foreign Affairs, former European Commissioner for the Environment and UN Special Representative on Sexual Violence in Conflict. Thank you very much, Ms. Wallström, to be here with us today at our Radio Corner, which is part of our Geneva Peace cast brought by Interpeace, Fondation Hirondelle, the Geneva Peacebuilding platform and the RTS Genève Vision.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Could you first tell us why are you here with us today in Geneva at Maison de la Paix for the opening day of the Geneva Peace Week 2022?
Well, this is an opportunity to present the report, Environment of Peace, that CIPRI has been carried out. And this is, of course, a way to show the links between climate change, how that exacerbates environmental problems, and how that in turn affects also peace and security in the world. And we have been doing also case studies, but we have a short version of the report, and we are happy and proud to present it here to the UN family in Geneva and all those that work for peace around the world.
The slogan of this year's Geneva Peace Week is "Peace is possible." That's very ambitious, very optimistic maybe in today's world faced with multiple crises. I think there is not one region of the world which is not faced with deep, serious crises. How do you think can we make peace possible wherever we are, especially on that topic of the connection between the climate crisis, the environmental crisis, and the conflict? How to make peace possible in that way?
Well, the report we say that we have to deal with two crises, at least two crises, and a deficit. And we are mentioning the darkening security horizon with the number of armed conflicts having doubled in the last 10 years, and so has the number of people killed in conflicts. But also, of course, the climate crisis that affects the whole planet, and where the changes are drastic and also exacerbates already existing environmental problems. And then this in turn also gives rise to people having to leave their countries. So the number of internally displaced people and refugees has also doubled. And the deficit has to do with the lack of leadership. So of course leadership is needed if we are to be able to rebuild peace or build peace. And to prevent conflicts and wars. And this is indeed a very important debate going on in this house and during Peace Week. How do you do it? How are you able to prevent atrocities? How can you actually build resilience, and how do you deal with the risks? And that is part of our sort of report as well. And I think it also starts with making sure that we can retain democracy, that we can trust democracy, that we avoid the existential threats that we see today that have to do with the risk of nuclear weapons being used or climate change, really. And then being able to build multilateralism back also, where we work together, where we include women, where we can also, I think, sort of scan the horizon for risks that we see occurring everywhere, and make sure that we have systems that are deliberately inclusive, because that is also the way to make sure that people feel that democracy is delivering and that we can actually make decisions and deal with those existing problems.
Thank you very much, Ms. Wallström, to share these insights with us from the report that you will present in a few minutes here. And have a great Geneva Peace Week.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.